Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of our show where we discuss all things hotel loyalty, hotel rewards, and how to increase your direct bookings. So for our first episode, I'm here with Dave Dugal, Director of Sales here at the Guestbook. So Dave, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, hey Francis, thank you so much for the time and the space to talk. Been in hospitality for 20 years. Lived at the intersection of kind of like technology and hospitality, um, bars, restaurants, hotels predominantly for the last 12 years. Um, my family's in hotels. I personally worked every line level position at a hotel. I've worked night audit, worked front desk, done revenue management. Eventually ended up working for some really large independent boutique hotel operators here in Southern California, and got a really great exposure to the marketplace. And in 2016, when I was making a reservation, my own personal reservation for a hotel in Vegas, I randomly discovered the Guestbook. And this is after years working on digital marketing strategies for the independents and direct booking strategies. The Guestbook hooked me, and it was at a really large casino property in Vegas. And I saw the offering. I was really enticed by the 5% cash back. I was really enticed by the 5% of charity, which is something that Guestbook was launching at the moment. And knowing that my wife and I, we have our own charity where we build schools in India, that this was an amazing like bridging of stuff that I've worked on in the past, my current life, and just consumer behavior, just looking and noticing the consumer behavior of, wow, it stopped me in my tracks. I was able to review the benefit and the offering. Made total sense for me, the ease of using it. Signed up on the spot. And from that process, I actually reached out to the Guestbook. It was a really small company at the time, met both co-founders, and really loved the entire team at the Guestbook. Dana, Jim, Michael, and everyone down have been fabulous. What I really love is just being part of strategy and growth, coming at it from a hotelier's lens and being able to provide feedback real time just from what do the hotels need and what do consumers want, because at the end of the day, I myself am a consumer. So looking at consumer behavior and understanding the ease of the use is kind of where I'm at right now with Guestbook. We've been able to grow, love our collection of nearly 800 plus properties at the moment, and just really, really love Guestbook's vision, the ease of using our technology, the fact that our model from a price perspective is pro hotel. I don't think many technology providers can say that. We're very pro hotel. We provide full transparency on all of our data. So again, all these things that I'm mentioning are the reasons why I've been with Guestbook for 4 years now and love it and continue to stride and shoot for excellence with the Guestbook.
So basically, kind of segueing with you having experience with marketing, and part of marketing is um, creating some retention programs, like loyalty programs. And the main
Mm-hmm.
topic for today is all about loyalty programs. And as you and I and a lot of people know, why most of them suck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Dave, why do you think most loyalty programs just don't do a good job at what they're supposed to do?
Yeah, so that's a great question. I one of the things I like to study a lot is consumer behavior and just looking at market conditions and consumer behavior and what kind of drives. And the best part about studying consumer behavior is I'm a consumer. And so it makes it really easy for me to understand what pain points are, what's really easy. And using that word easy, I think is a key component of a loyalty program. I think gone are the days with punch cards and little things you've got to carry around to get
Mhm.
the retailer. I even know hotels that are still using punch cards. I think those days are kind of gone, with the evolution of the technology and the platforms that are available. So I would say ease of use is probably the number one thing as to what I've seen in the industry as to why I gravitate towards a certain loyalty program at a retailer or a hotel versus not.
Mhm.
That's probably the first one that makes it less sucky, is if it's easy to use. I think everyone would agree to that. Two, a second component of that would be the value offering itself. I believe that if there's not an incremental value, if there's not a value that's actually worth it to me, then why would I want to be part of a loyalty program? I'll still maybe use that consumer I still maybe go to that retailer or maybe go to that hotel, but I don't necessarily need to sign up for their loyalty program because I don't feel like there's any incentive to do so or any value add, or the value add isn't incremental enough. Hotels currently leveraging a loyalty program and indicating that they give away free internet. Why do hotels still market that? Why? Like, I mean, internet should be free at a hotel. It's an expected
We're in 2020
amenity.
now, right? So
Yeah, it's an absolute expected amenity.
yeah.
And so some hotels leverage on these not so tangible benefits, right? Upgrades based on availability. Well, never available when I'm there. Blackout dates. It's just not easy. It's not functional, and the offering isn't as valuable for me to use. Classic example, what makes it so easy to use? Southwest, right? Is it the best airline in the world? Is it the most luxurious seats in the world? No, but an amazing rewards program. Ease of use of
Ease
your
of
points
use, for sure.
because it never expires. The value of my points with dollars, like I just had travel funds this year for cancellations, of course, for flights that I had on the books, but they made it so simple. Instead of having to figure out this complex solution of what do I do with all this travel funds, they're like, hey, just convert it to points, 1-for-1. Points never expire. They made it super simple for me as a consumer. Again, they keep earning my patronage. They keep earning my loyalty to the brand. So two main components to take away that really I feel make loyalty programs not so enticing. One is the ease of use, and the second being what the actual offering is. And actually, to piggyback off that last one, what I consistently see in the industry is brands that reward members that are disloyal, not loyal. And I'll give you an example: win back campaigns. And I think we've all seen this, whether, when it comes time to canceling your cable subscription, it's like, oh, no, hold on. We've got an amazing deal for you before you cancel. And that same methodology applies when you look at hotels and they have this win back program with the guest that's already going to leave or book somewhere else, or already has the vision to leave the loyalty program itself. The win back offering to get them back as a customer, that value is way more than what you're giving to your loyal customers that have been with you for years. So, you're trying to offer a reward or a benefit to someone that's about to leave or has already left. Well, why not offer that to the guests
before they
members?
Even plan
That's
on
right.
On
why not?
Exactly.
Why not give it to your loyal members and offer that to them so they continue to stay loyal versus only waiting for them to pull the ripcord to eject and then be like, oh no, hold on, we've got an even better offering.
I think for me, just understanding the ease of use, not just ease of use for using if it's points or whatever it would be, but where to use them. And that's one of the things that differentiate us. And that one of the reasons why hotels, love using, integrating the Guestbook is because we give out not just points, but cash, right? And
yeah, it's a model that works, Francis. Like going back to the Southwest example, right? If we look at Southwest Air, and if I love their program, but they're like, hey, you can only use it from LA to SF. That's it.
Exactly.
No other routes, only LA to SF. And once a month, not on blackout dates. That program's not as great for me, right? But the fact that they let me travel across the US, major markets, secondary markets, anywhere I need to be, I can pretty much get there with the Southwest flight for the most part, or at least get me halfway there. And I think that's kind of similar to the Guestbook. Not everyone wants to stay at a beach resort. Okay, great. There's city hotels. There's hotels in London. There's hotels in New York. There's hotels in LA. There's hotels in Wyoming. It's everywhere. And that's the beauty of being the collection with the Guestbook.
If you don't want to use it for travel, for just something else, it's universal. It's cash. So you can
absolutely. So cash back. Yeah,
want.
Absolutely. Just like you're mentioning, Francis, cash back, right? There's a reason why major retailers, major credit cards have all pivoted to a cash back.
Exactly.
Because from a consumer behavior standpoint, it works. And
absolutely.
Yeah.
And
there's an absolute reason, Francis, why 95% of our guests simply take the 5% cash back. There's an absolute reason. It's the easiest. It makes sense.
Easy.
Consumers know it, and it goes right into their PayPal account. That's the beauty of that system.
Absolutely. And now, obviously, everyone knows, there's been an unprecedented time going on right now with COVID, with the pandemic. And I just wanted to talk about how the importance of having loyalty programs in this in this time, and how we could generate more revenue, direct bookings. What do you think? Hotels that haven't utilized a loyalty program or are just not including it into their marketing strategy. Why do you think now is more important than ever to do it?
Yeah, great question, Francis. So I think we can all agree that in these weird times, people aren't traveling as much.
Mm-hmm.
They're not up in the air. Planes aren't taking off as much. But I'll tell you what hasn't stopped: people planning trips. And
Exactly.
so, I think everyone is wishing and hoping for the light at the end of the tunnel. They can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Whether it's a couple of weeks, a couple of months, people will be traveling. The industry is going to be strong very quickly. And as consumers, even as a dad myself and a husband, I'm planning trips with my kids on where I want to be Q4 and Q1 of next year.
It's not going to last forever, right? And
yeah, so I think people are still trip planning. I think they're still looking to hold reservations, knowing that they can still cancel. But they're also looking for deals. Like, looking for a deal doesn't go away, whether it's a good time or a bad time. Everyone always wants to feel like they're getting value. That value comes with not only just what the hotel has to offer, but what the reward or benefit is to book direct with that hotel. And so as hotels leverage many, many levers, I'm not talking there's only one solution, many, many levers to secure direct bookings, I would say an equal representation should be given to your rewards or benefit platform. That's an equal importance for a hotel. Something like the Guestbook works really well for a hotel today because we've got no setup fees, we've got no monthly fees, and there's no invoicing at the hotel until the guest stay actualizes. Now, going back to our example, if a guest is not traveling to February, but your booking window is already open to sell rooms from January on, why not try to get that reservation now? Why not increase your chance for that booking? And that's what a program and a platform like Guestbook offers. And if it's not Guestbook, that's okay, but have something of a reward or a benefit for your guest.
And that's our show for today. We hope you enjoyed it. If you want to leave your feedback or ideas on topics you'd like us to discuss on future episodes, put it in the comments section below. Stay safe and see you on the next one, guys. Bye.